Hey, and welcome back to Married in Minecraft. Today we're going to talk about why I'm always wearing this funny hat. I actually prefer this green beanie to an enchanted diamond helmet for a couple of reasons, but we'll talk about that later. So what is this hat that I'm wearing? Well, it's a turtle helmet, of course. And where do you get turtle helmets? Well, from turtles, of course. So how do you get one? Well, that's what we're about to see today. So, why would you want a turtle helmet? Well, because a turtle helmet has special magical powers. The turtle helmet by itself gives you a 10-second freebie of water breathing. This means that when you're underwater, you don't even see bubbles for the first 10 seconds before they show up and start going away. So combined with the normal holding your breath effect, you get a total of 25 seconds underwater. But when you enchant it, it becomes even better. Add the respiration enchantment to it, and you can get this underwater breathing effect for up to 70 seconds underwater before you need to come up for air. And while it's not as strong as a diamond helmet, it's stronger than iron, with 278 durability points. And since you can put enchantments on it, you can add mending and unbreaking, and you've got a pretty strong little green beanie. And you can put other enchantments on it too. In fact, here's a list. You can put blast protection, fire protection, projectile protection, regular protection. Of course, you can only put one of these protections on at a time. Aqua affinity, respiration, we've already said. Unbreaking, we've already said. Thorns, curse of binding, and curse of vanishing. Why? But okay, and mending, which we've already mentioned. So, if you can think of a good reason to put Curse of Binding or the Curse of Vanishing on your turtle helmet, let us know down in the comments below, because I'm not putting any curses on any of my equipment. So what do you know about Minecraft turtles? Well, they're a passive mob and they come from eggs, right? So you can find turtles in oceans and warm beaches, just not on the snowy beach variant or the stone shores. You can find these turtles spawning naturally in groups of 2 to 6 at a light level of 7 or higher and between a Y level of between 60 and 67. Now I say naturally because you can totally change that, but we're going to get to that in a minute. Turtles lay their eggs in the sand. Now only in the sand. They'll do red sand or regular sand, but not on grass or dirt or rocks. Minecraft turtles will try to return to the beach that they were hatched on or born on in order to be able to lay their eggs when they grow up. And this is going to be important in a minute too. Now, if the eggs hatch, the baby turtles will go about their business usually trying to get straight into the ocean, and then when they grow up from babies to adults, they drop this thing called a scute. It looks like a blob of slime, but anyway, that is what we're after, the scute, because 5 of these scutes will make a turtle helmet. So what we're going to do is we're going to 1, get the turtle eggs, 2, move them to a protected place, 3, when they hatch, we're going to grow the baby turtles up, and 4, we're going to collect the scutes. First off, you're going to need a silk touch pickaxe to accomplish this first step. Now once you find some turtles, how do we get them to lay eggs? That part is easy. It's the old Minecraft breeding mechanic. You just feed 2 turtles their favorite food, which is seagrass. Now this will get them in the mood, and when that happens, one of them will get ready to lay eggs. Can you tell which one? I don't know if you can see it or not, but it looks to me like one of them got a little bit taller or a little bit rounder. At this point, whichever one is going to lay the eggs will start looking for a good spot. Now they throw sand all over the place when they're laying their eggs. They'll lay between 1 and 4 eggs, and when they do, you can use your Silk Touch pickaxe to pick up the eggs and put them in your inventory. You have to Silk Touch them or else you're just going to break the eggs. Now once you've Silk Touched them, you can take them with you and put them down wherever you want to, and I would recommend at this point building yourself a turtle enclosure near a real ocean or on a real beach. Now, I've heard some guys say that they made a turtle habitat somewhere else, in the middle of a plains or whatever, and they put sand down. You can do this, but probably best to do it near a real ocean. And making a turtle enclosure is important in my opinion because earlier, if you go back and listen, you'll catch that I said if the eggs hatch, because all zombie variants attempt to destroy turtle eggs by jumping on them if they find them. So just leaving them on the beach and waiting for them to hatch is probably not the best thing to do. So we built this turtle enclosure that you see here to keep the eggs and the turtles safe from the bad guys. Now we can put the eggs down in here, and when they hatch, this area will be their beach. And once we let them go, if they want to lay eggs, they'll come back here to do it. How long does it take for the eggs to hatch? Now that's a good question, and it varies, but it's not quick. It usually takes less than 7 nights, with most eggs hatching in roughly 4 to 5 nights. And eggs hatch faster at night. And although you can place them on any block, as I said before, they need sand in order to hatch. But the real ingredient is going to be you. Eggs don't progress towards hatching if you are not within 128 blocks of the egg, you or another player. So don't put one down and go off on an adventure somewhere for 2 or 3 days and then expect to come back just in time for its hatching, because that might not work out for you. We put our eggs inside this stone fence, which is inside the turtle enclosure. Now this is so that we can control the baby turtles when they do hatch so they don't get away from us, but it's also to protect them. Now you can see that we also have a bed here so we can speed things along towards their hatching. We've got a work area, and the enclosure was built with a roof and a small pool, and it's got lots of space for the turtles. The pool not only serves as a place for the turtles to swim around, but if you have bone meal, you can keep yourself in seagrass. Simply apply the bone meal to the sand blocks underwater, and voila, underwater sea growth, to include seagrass. Now you harvest this with a set of shears, and you'll be increasing your stash of grass, your stash of seagrass. Anyway, we have a directional water entryway, or a one-way entry for the turtles, so that we can control when we release them out into the ocean. We can get out through the gate there, and that keeps most bad guys out. Spiders might get in through the hole we have in the roof, but they don't hurt the turtles. And while baby zombies and drowned can still get in through the opening, the stone wall around the hatching area keeps the eggs safe. And when they do hatch, you're going to want to grow them up quickly so that you can get the scoop. So how do we do this? Well, with the seagrass, of course. Growing from a baby to an adult, just like with sheep and cows, should take about 10 of their favorite food, which is seagrass. Now, once they grow up, walk around where they were and you should pick up the scoop. Now, once we have 5 of these, we can go over to the crafting table and make our helmet. And that's all there is to it. You might want to make yourself some extra eggs to go in your storage trunks in case you need to make yourself another helmet in the future. They won't go bad, trust me. And if you have any questions about anything we've talked about today, or how to do any of this on the Xbox, just drop us a line in the comments below. And while you're down there, remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. After you do that, then you can go make your own turtle enclosure. We'll see you next time on Married in Minecraft.